So celebrate life and have a good time.
Yo, in the world where we trial and tested, they jar protected, even powers for breakfast. Not much hours and hours that I've invested, though I channel the powers that can't be messed with.
Powers. The young man, myself, 100 Eyes from the Powers for Breakfast Show, the most edutaining podcast in the UK. And today, joining me, we have an East London legend in the building, man. You get me, a living legend, man. You have to give him his flowers, bro. Big time.
Love, cuz.
I'd like to welcome you all to Mr. Roachee. How you doing, brother?
Love, cuzzy.
How you doing?
Love, cuzzy. I'm doing good, you know. I'm doing good, cuz,
You
man.
look well.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, the sun is blazing, so we're getting our vitamin D. You get me? We're getting looked after. You know, the Most High is being kind to us right now.
You got the beard oil on?
I haven't, you know.
No?
It's a usual bit of cream in there, like a bit of face cream, but yeah, because I was in a rush, but you must have yours in, but you're saying it. You get me? Making sure everything's, you know, on point.
I saw it glistening when you came in still. I thought, okay,
Yeah,
man.
nah, that's just the cocoa butter, just
Mad.
you know what I mean?
Them good skin things, yeah? So how you doing, my brother? Where you from originally? Where you from? Like what?
So I'm half Gambian, half Dominican.
Half Gambian, half Dominican.
Yeah, my mum's Gambian, my dad's Dominican.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
You been Gambia?
4 times, you know. I'm in love with Gambia right now.
Wow.
Yeah, man. From time I went in 2011 and they told me welcome home, I said, this is where the white man's been telling me to go home to. I said, I cannot believe it. I'm actually home, and it felt great. It felt great to be there. It actually put everything into context for me about growing in the UK, being, what's the word? Yeah, being told to go back to your own country, go home, and not understand what that means or where that is. Because I'm thinking, my home's literally down the road. Like, you're telling me to go home, it's literally 10 minutes away on the Isle of Dogs. So I'm like, I couldn't understand. People talk about Africa and all this. It's this continent where black people live.
Yeah.
That we're from. It's so hard to get my head around it until I actually went, saw people that spoke like my nan, that looked like my nan, that looked like me, and understood. There's every place has its place. So that England is their space, and we've come over to their space, and we live in their space, and they're upset about that. That's what. But when you're a kid, you don't know that. You just think that we're all born. When you're born here, I'm born here. What are you talking about? Like,
Let me ask a question. Why are they upset about that when they advertised man to come over here? Why are they upset about that though? Why?
well, that's the thing.
What's your position on it? What's your thoughts on
When
it?
you say they advertise, it's the politicians and the people up the top that are advertising or doing the politics work for the world to move the way it moves. But the average citizen, the local, he doesn't have a say in any of that. But when people are just turning up on his estate, Indians, Bangladeshis, Africans, Caribbeans, he's like, he didn't have no say in that, and he doesn't want to share his space.
Man don't own the land, bro. You can't speak, bro. Man don't own the land.
No, they don't own the land, but once they were living kushti, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I think having to change the way things are, maybe some of their cultures, maybe we're bringing different music in, different foods. Some of them just didn't want to see it, you know. Some of them didn't want to see it, man. But I understand it. I didn't understand it then. I didn't understand the hatred towards the Bangladeshi community or the black community when I was young. I still don't really understand all the hatred now, but I can understand having a space, having a culture, and then just different groups coming in and just doing what they want. Because if I was in the Gambia, doing what we do, we're Muslims, we're living the way we live, and then just some rock bands just come into the Gambia, just doing a madness, doing late night rock, guitars, jumping, screaming, beer. I wouldn't want that.
I get you, bro. But
I wouldn't want that.
were they thinking like that when they went to every other country and colonized it?
No.
Oh,
no, obviously. No, obviously.
They need to humble. They think though, bro.
Remember, they don't even do their history enough to know that they've gone to those countries, and that the average person doesn't look into history enough and acknowledge history to know that, you know what, we Brits have done a madness in the world.
A madness.
Some of them won't speak like that, won't know it, won't acknowledge it, won't do the history. So sometimes when you're having debate, that's why I don't debate with many people, because we're debating half the time with people that won't read a book,
and they're ignorant,
and they're coming to argue with you with all their vim, and it's just like, but you don't know the history. You don't know the history though. So this is why we're in this pickle.
I saw a post here, and this white guy was saying, "Oh, the foreigners come in, they do nothing and take all our jobs." And someone hit them up and said, "How can you do nothing and still work?"
Imagine. They just want a reason to moan. They don't even know what they're talking about, man.
Fam, it's the hot weather. They moan about the weather. They moan when it's cold. Fam, I think we're just a nation of moaners, blood. Just shut up. Man.
Yeah, man.
Like, live with the people, then, man. Unite. Learn man's culture. We'll learn yours. Respect ours. We'll respect yours.
Yeah, man.
It's a simple thing,
The world would be much better if we had more of an open mind. You get me?
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you make your mash, I'll come sprinkle some seasoning on that. You might like it better than you did yesterday.
Definitely.
Just advancing, innit?
But listen, I'm not all for the mix up, and everyone living in all, like, I understand if people want to live in very mixed and diverse communities, but I do understand if people want to live in communities that represent them.
What, just white people?
No, like if a certain tribe from India or Hindus like living in certain places, I don't see a problem with it. Chinese, black, whoever wants to live in their groups, in their towns, where it's not super diverse, not super mixed, they like the way it is, I don't have a problem with that.
Let me ask a question. Okay, you were talking about white racism, yeah? Did you see any racism from the Asians towards black people?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. You can see that. You can see that. Like, not growing up, more as you become an adult. Yeah, more as you become an adult in work environments, and you start to see, and it's not like no like blatant stuff. No, it's just like
they give you the shit jobs.
It could be like, something like that. It could be something like that, or just treatment of other people, or other people coming to tell me their story. So what I've been doing for the last 10 years is when I get around black people, is I ask them, what's your experience like with racism? And that's not just unique to white people. I'm like, all people. And because they know I'm interested, and because they know I care about this topic, black people have been unapologetically open with me about what their experiences have been like. Okay. And I've learned a lot through them. Okay. Your average black person, I don't think, is going around asking people every single day when he meets them, what's your experience like with racism in this country? I don't think they're doing that. No. I'm doing that. I've been doing that for years.
I'll pick up.
So now I have this perspective of what this place is really like. Yeah. I know how deep racism really goes. I've seen black people, men and women, tell me, I just really don't like my skin color anymore. I really want it. I really wish I could change it, or I had trouble with it for so many years. I'm now starting to appreciate it more, or starting to fall in love with it, or I'm feeling more comfortable.
They're knowing thyself more.
Yeah, but they've said it's been a journey for some of them. Some of them say they still struggle with it. They still struggle with being black, just because they've been told so many times how bad it is, or how bad they are, or how, you know, there's loads of negative connotations with it. So they're just like, I just struggled with, I just wanted to be the other. I just wanted to be accepted. I just wanted to be okay. I didn't want to be attacked.
They're tired. They're tired.
They're tired.
That's really what it is, isn't it?
They're tired, man. They've had enough.
They need a top up of some knowledge. I'll get them back up to who they are, man.
Yeah.
That's what it took for me. I had to lose myself and find myself again and connect to myself better, more intense. Right. Yeah, and that's what made me find myself.
And probably the same with me too.
I can see you. Your journey is crazy, bro.
It's crazy. And you know what it is? I can't even like explain it in words. There's no podcast that I've been on where we've been able to talk about my journey. When we talk about growing up in the Isle of Dogs, getting stabbed, going to prison, being in Roll Deep. This is not really explaining my journey, really.
I heard that.
We're just kind of talking about some milestones. Yeah. Talking about some things that stand out to me, but the journey is much deeper and it's much more technical. And there's been a lot of people on the journey as well that I need to start talking more about. You know, the people that have been on the journey, because it's not just me. Yeah. You know, when I sit here before you. Yeah. There's people that have been inputting. You know, there's been a whole community around, man. Okay. Yeah, man. Big up, man. Older people, younger people, black and white people, Big Indian, mainly Bangladeshi people. Yeah, man. It's all been intertwined of different energies and information and knowledge that's got me to where I am today. I haven't done it by myself. So
it's world knowledge, a collection of world knowledge got you to where you are.
Yeah, but I think it all comes from the Most High, though.
Most High.
The Most High has made them all, put them all around me, and made me have those interactions for me to learn something, gain something, drop something, whatever it is I needed. The Most High, I think He works through people.
He does. So you grew up in IOD, yeah?
Isle of Dogs, yes. Just for those who don't know.
What was that? BNP? A lot of BNP members?
Yes. So the Isle of Dogs. I had a friend. He said it to me when we talk about the Isle of Dogs. He said that at the time the council or someone was trying to give their family a place on the Isle of Dogs, and I think other people within their family said, "Listen, the Isle of Dogs, that's not a place you move to as a black person. It's not a place you go to." But for some reason, I found myself living there. I think my dad had a flat there, and my mum went to live with my dad. So, yeah, straight from Whitechapel Hospital to the Isle of Dogs. And yeah, the BNP were active on the Isle of Dogs. I think they won some seats and won some. They got some people. They won some chairs in the House of Parliament or something. And I remember they would celebrate. There was a celebration when I was probably about 6 or 7 or maybe a bit older.
They won the seats in the House of Parliament. So the little party, street party.
Yeah, and I remember that day, black and Asian people could not be on the streets.
Mad.
Yeah, don't come on the streets that day. Like, don't be about, because they just be attacking you for no reason.
That was the early 90s.
Early 90s, because I'm 85, so yeah, early 90s, 100%. So yeah, I say it all the time. I grew up with the BNP's kids.
Yeah. Working them up in school, yeah.
That's the thing. Not all of them are racist though. Imagine there being. You could like looking back. You can even see the journey that some of them. You can even see how challenges it is for some of them.
It's forced on them.
Yeah, it's forced on them. It's forced on them. Like, yeah, we don't like them. But they're coming to school just want to play with everyone though.
Yeah.
They like Richard. They like the other black people in my school, but they're thinking, wait, my parents keep saying this stuff and keep. So you can see, looking back, I can see the confusion now, you know, because they're just young children. But yeah,
I hear you. I do hear that, because I do understand it. But we are where we are now, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I think as a nation, it is what it is. Like, we know what they are like, innit? Like, yeah, I'm saying it, but fix up your people, them, innit? Like,
yeah, no, they've got work to do.
Did you get me?
No, they've got work to do, bro.
bro.
They've got work to do, because we see like stuff happening all the time, and it's like sometimes I'm looking like, what's going on with you lot, man? Like, sort that out. That's been a big thing. It's been a big thing for like hundreds of years, and it don't even seem like it's going anywhere. So my focus, and I see a lot of people's focus, used to be on racism and the fact that what white people are doing or not doing.
Yeah. But they're hypocrites though.
Yeah, but I'm not focused on any of that. I'm just focusing on what we're doing. That's what seems much more important now.
No, I like that ethos still.
Yeah,
because really,
focus on what we're doing.
No one's really focused on us. Nobody.
Not even us. Look what we're doing. Like, flipping hell, our community, like, there's some mad stuff going on. We're not even focusing on it.
Ain't that the truth?
You know? And big up everyone that is focused on it though, because I say stuff like that, but we know in our community there are a lot of great people doing great things, from the likes of Forever Family and Respect and all them, and you know, when Gang was about, and I think Deen Senior and Teme Wale and the Ruff Squad, and you know, Mentivity, and there's been loads of people that we know are doing stuff. Afua, big up everyone who's trying to do stuff.
I'm impressed, bro. I'm impressed.
Nah, big up everyone who's trying to do stuff, man.
You know the community, bro.
Yeah, like,
You know the key figures and the heads in the community. Man. You know it.
I've been watching them. You know, like watching their fearlessness, watching their bravery, man. Just applauding them. I've been doing my thing as well, but yeah, just in my corner, and I'm seeing them do their things in their corner. But it needs to happen. I think we just need to see more of it. That's all.
I want to skip something, but I'm not going to.
Nah, skip, man. Go where you're going. Go where you're going.
Because you done a freestyle, innit?
I did. What?
You done 3 parts of that freestyle.
Okay. Back to Africa.
Back to Africa freestyle, blah. I loved the third one, because that had the official video, didn't it? The third one. That
was around the George Floyd stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you dropped a lot of names in that, and you expressed how you felt, and I felt. When I heard it, I went, hold on a second. My man's onto something. He's transitioning. He's trying to bust that ceiling differently now. I can see it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Back to Africa 2 was like a continuation from part 1?
Yeah, I think that was just just like a 2. Yeah, you're right.
It was,
yeah, because I can't remember, but I think so. I think I couldn't film it in one part, so it's like the same freestyle cut into 2 maybe. I think that's what we done. I can't even remember.
That's bad. That's big.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah,
I've not seen a grime artist do that. Like, talk about their roots and talk about the political problems around them. I've not seen a grime artist do that yet.
Rich.
Yeah, Rich does it.
There's a few, man. Like,
Rich does it, but you.
Carla. Like, I mean, he's
grime,
all the
though.
way. No, he's not grime, but he did grime. He's done grime before. He's done grime.
But I won't say he's a grime artist.
No,
I'll say you're a grime artist,
Yeah.
and you flip the table.
Yeah.
Rich is a grime artist as well, yeah. So Rich did it as well. But Rich,
I mean, can we call Rich a grime artist? I think like
Yeah.
Rich kind of like
He come from grime.
He did. He was a grime artist, but then I think he just went into artistry and he just like I think they dropped grime from his name, right, and just Rich became an artist. I don't know. I think it's down to perception, innit?
How do you see Rich?
I say Rich is an artist right now.
He's
I'm not
an
gonna
artist.
say he's just a grime artist because Rich has done. I prefer Rich probably when it's not on grime.
Oh.
Even though Rich is cold on grime, cold, like one of the coldest. But when he steps on other stuff, it's some real powerful stuff, man. He's a real poet.
Yeah, he's a real poet, man. Real lyricist. Big up Rich, man.
And I don't reckon grime will always let you show off all of your talents. You know, it's a very fast-paced.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Music, a brilliant music though, sick, like so original. But sometimes it's difficult if you're a rapper or a spitter to be able to express and play with stuff.
You had a deep voice in grime.
Yeah.
From early.
Yeah.
And there weren't a lot of people with deep voices, if I remember correctly. It's like you, Trim, and a few others. Everyone had the high pitched voice, like to get the rhymes in a bit, that type of stuff. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Did you find was it harder to make moves because of your tone of voice? Because that wasn't the.
Nah.
No.
I found it was probably more easier. I found like my people have always said that my voice is quite unique, and whenever they hear me, they know it's me. You know, most people don't even like their voice and stuff like that. People have always told me how much they like my voice, and they've made me love it.
Yeah, your voice is good.
Yeah,
strong. It's a manly voice. Yeah, man. That's what we like.
Yeah. So
you're from Gambia, yeah? Sorry. In Gambia, what is the religious overhead in Gambia? What is it? Muslim?
I don't quote me, but I believe we're maybe 75-80% Muslims there.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe less, maybe more. I don't know, but majority Muslim country.
Was that like a little push for you as well? Just knowing that that's like the country's overhead for you to jump into Islam.
Nah, so
you are Islamic, aren't you? You're Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So 6 days after I left Whitechapel, I took my shahada in my nan's sitting room.
Serious?
Yeah, of course. As a Muslim, as a Muslim family, that's what you do. That's like every other Muslim family. As soon as you have a child, you get blessed. If you're Christian, you're gonna go somewhere and get your blessing or whatever, your christening or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're Muslim, you're gonna get your shahada and you're gonna get your blessing.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is just like any other religious family. We're Muslims, so Imam come to my nan's house. I went out after 6-7 days.
Yeah.
Done what you had to do, which is I believe a shahada, and then I'm Muslim.
You pray?
No, so like we said this is off camera. Sorry. So my journey into Islam was I grew up seeing my nan pray 5 times a day.
Yeah.
And talk about not eating pork and talking about Allah and talking about the religion.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say my mum was practicing and was into it.
Okay.
So there was that generational skip.
Okay.
Nan's in it, mum's not in it. How can I be in it? Because the person I'm living with is not focused on it. So
they're not giving you the edge, the push, the
nah,
knowledge.
But I'm going around my nan, and when I got to secondary school, I'm going to a Catholic school.
Ooh.
So we're reading the Bible.
Ooh.
We're going to churches.
Same,
you know, all that sort of stuff. We're learning about all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think when I got into Islam when I was in Feltham.
Okay.
Straight.
So he's a young buck. He's in
20 years old.
Yeah.
And that's when I was properly introduced to Islam.
Okay.
When I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
And if I'm honest, it changed my life.
Big up.
I dropped off Islam when I came back outside after a while.
Why?
After a couple of years.
Why?
I think just realizing there's a lot of distractions out here. I was sinning. I was committing a lot of sins.
I see.
I'm finding it difficult. I'm saying like, how can I really?
You weren't realigning with the religion correctly, so
I wasn't aligning.
Managed to step out.
Out here was crazy. There was crazy things happening. There's crazy things happening out here, and I think that I'm knowing that I have to act. I have to do things. I have to act in a certain way down here, and Allah probably won't appreciate a lot of it. So it's just like. It's like I almost had to say, you know what, I need to I'm stuck in a dunya, I'm lost. Just allow me to be lost. Allow me to go through this journey. And I kind of always said, you know, when I hopefully you're gonna be there when I need you. But right now, we're just in a mess down here, but I'm just gonna And I feel like the whole way Allah God has been guiding me the whole time, you know, even when I feel disconnected, not praying. Because once you've got a relationship with God, that's it. And we are God's people anyway, so
We are God's people.
We are God's people, man.
Chosen ones.
I don't know, I'm not gonna go that far, you know. You know everyone, you know everyone's saying, listen.
I'll elaborate on that then, because I think people get it confused when they say,
go for it.
Man are the chosen ones.
And I'll give you my analogy afterwards.
Like, yeah, I believe we're the chosen ones, yeah, but not the chosen ones where, like, because man's black, man is special. Like, no, as a melanated or carbon ebenoid individual, man's just chosen to look after the garden. Right. The garden is here.
Right.
That's it. It's not that deep, bro. Like, white folks, Asian folks can't help me look after the garden as well, but as an ebenoid individual, man was chosen to look after the garden, and you can see it in man's essence and how man even looks after man's household. Do you get what I'm saying? We are the chosen ones to look after this garden. That's it. It's not that deep. Who can hack the sun like us?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Nobody, bro. I don't see nothing out here that can do that, bro. And that's what I mean by the chosen one. Do you feel me?
100%.
Nothing to take away from any other race or nothing, or belittle them or nothing. You get me? Because
God has put us all here, and I'm sure loves all of us. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Let's deep it.
But I think we're chosen for different things. You know, I think He's instilled different things within us. You can see that. You can see that each race has something quite different going on.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like we bring a lot of love and soul to the earth. You know,
look after the garden.
right. Yeah, we bring like, and looking at the way we're treated across the earth, I'm like, a woman said it to me, a Rasta woman said it to me, a Jamaican woman said it to me in the gym one time. A lot of the other races know something about us that we don't. You know, they know we bring a lot to the earth.
It's easy to disrespect people you've hurt. Like, instead of just saying a sorry, the disrespect continues. Like, okay, look, we hold our hands up, we done wrong to you lot. Instead of doing that, the disrespect just keeps continuing. I think it's just a human behavior which is sick, because it applies to people as well in friendship groups. Like, man might be bitching about someone, get caught out, instead of just apologise and say, look, my bad, bro. It'll go deeper before you know we got beef, and it's just foolishness, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that statement. By the way.
100%. No, I'm with that, man. Yeah. Now we just, I think as human beings, I think we're at a place where we just need to acknowledge what's happened. Like, everybody needs to acknowledge what's happened. Otherwise, it's gonna be difficult to move forward. You know what I mean? Like, because people think we are moving forward, but sometimes we could be moving backwards, man. We could be going back in time, and like, some of the things that was happening before could just start rearing its head again. Like,
yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
I like that. Like, people so far behind, they think they're winning.
Come on, bro.
You see no one there. You're thinking, yeah, wow.
And you know that this thing's an illusion anyway, man. So, like,
what do you mean by that, though? Sorry, I know it's an illusion. What do you mean?
This thing's just make believe. You can just live whatever life you want, really. Like,
what do you mean?
Like, you can create your own day. Like,
yeah.
You can create your own day. You can create your own life. You can create your own illusions, man. I've been in cars with people, and what they thought was going on in this world or in their life ain't going on. And I said, you've just created that in your mind. That's beautiful. You just live in that cocoon, and you just live there, and that makes you happy.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
But it's not. They're not hurting no one. They're not hurting no one. And yeah, man, the thing's an illusion, man. The thing's an illusion.
So what would you say, yeah, that's gonna help our people? Like, what would you recommend? Because you said we grew up lost, and it took you years to find yourself to where you are today. What would you say will help the youth today get to where you are on a quicker speed? Just
some real investment from adults.
Investments.
Real investment back into our community. So I'm not talking about money. I'm just talking about black men and black women, 30, 40, 50 plus, looking inwards at our community now, looking like, cause we're looking everywhere. Holidays, thingy, new job, car,
foolish materialistic things.
We're looking everywhere for everything. I might get my bum done.
Not within though.
I feel like I might want to pump up in the gym, might take a course. We're investing time, energy in different places, but we're seeing and we keep hearing that young black boys are being murdered in the streets by other young black boys. We keep hearing it. So my question is like, when are we gonna start looking inwards and start investing there and drop all the other bullshit that we're chasing? We're chasing a lot of different things. I've just named about 5, but we could be here. We could name about 50 different things that the black community are actively chasing, but not actively chasing the progress and development of their community. Not actively chasing that one. Once we start doing that, with like literally, there's going to be huge problems because when the black people start rising.
So what about the music then?
What about it?
The music plays a big part.
A huge part
in the community,
in our downfall.
And you're a grime MC.
I am.
Would you say grime definitely played a big part in the downfall or not?
Nah, do you know what I think grime did? It played a big part in unifying a lot of us.
Okay.
We started to know young black people from all over London because of grime. Like we're hearing other MCs, it's like raw. And when we're getting in spaces with them, and it's all competitive, but it wasn't too nuts. Like we're not trying to kill each other. Don't get me wrong, certain beats started to come later on, but grime was linking a lot of people up and was a vibes and was giving people something to do, was giving young people something to be involved in. It was positive.
The lyrics or the vibe itself?
The vibes.
Oh yeah, the vibe, not the lyrics.
No, the lyrics. So,
but
not everybody. Nah, but that's what I'm saying. But it was even so playful and comical. It wasn't very serious.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, listen.
But it's still seeds.
It is still seeds, and it did develop and it did like start growing and people becoming more and more violent and trying to be more and more serious about violence. But at first it was all comical. When D-Double and them was putting together stuff, it wasn't looked at as like he needs to get nicked, he's spreading negative messages in the area, that's violent. It was playful, it was done smartly, and it was very creative. A lot of grime artists back then were very, very creative in how they wrote their lyrics, and they put violence in there. I reckon lyrics were more balanced. Not my lyrics. My lyrics weren't that balanced, but I reckon other people's lyrics like D.W.E, Wiley, Kano, these are really balanced artists, you know, they were sick. And I reckon anyone else that was spitting hardcore violence, they were poets. Like, let's say Slicks, the war guy, Big Shot Pum Pumper, you get me? War guy talking all that down. Yeah. I just reckon it's all creative. I reckon it was creative. I reckon it was like people were building characters and kind of letting you know like certain parts of their characters through their music. And I feel like that's just evolved. That's just evolved into what we have now with the drill and stuff like that. But yeah, I reckon grime was positive at first.
You mentioned,
and I don't reckon it was a part of our downfall. I reckon it was a part of something that brought us up in some ways. Yeah.
I don't know. Because when I was on grime, there's a problem still.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole brainwashing of what man's saying. Man has to live to what man's saying, or it's just what am I saying it for, kind of thing. You get me? That's just my experience anyway. Cause I remember
you're right.
As a youth, how brainwashed man was. Man was in cars, blazing, driving, Styles P. It's the whole aura of everything. It led man down a path which I wasn't really too happy about. Do you get what I'm saying?
What, grime music?
Just the whole culture of it. It wasn't a progressive culture. We weren't talking about networking. We weren't talking about investments. We weren't talking about like nothing really. We weren't talking about nothing of substance,
I think
that, in a sense.
That's what I say. I think it started off as a positive and something that I feel like was doing us good. But after a while, like when I come out of jail.
Yes. Was that before or after Roll Deep?
It was during Roll Deep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is that why when the album come out, was you in jail?
Yes, I just before it come out, I went jail.
Because you was on When I'm Here, innit?
Yeah. I was on When I'm Here, and then just basically went jail just after that. Literally, just as things were getting, blowing up and doing well, boom, I went jail.
Right, since I said it now, would you say you're responsible for that hit?
Yeah, come on. I mean, if I'm the one who sparked the lyric and wrote the lyric,
yes,
and everyone, we all like tapped in and
remixed.
I don't know, man. I mean, like,
I feel you. If you said the lyric, and everyone jumped on it.
So I invented the idea of the lyric. When I'm here was my thing, and everyone else remixed it. And I think we together,
made the hit.
Made the hit, put it together and made the hit. But it was my creation, innit? But yeah, you can't. Would I have done it on my own? Who knows? You know, those energies. There was some big energies on the thing. Come on, man. We got Wiley, Flow Down, Scratchy, Breeze.
Yeah.
You get me? Manga. Big up everyone. Like big energy.
He's a catalyst for the song.
That's what I'd say.
That's how it goes, man. It's just
but we made the hit. Yeah, it's not a one man. It's a team. It was a team thing. Yeah, 100%.
Did you do the Risky Roads freestyle with Dirty Danger before Jal? So before When I'm Here, Roll Deep. Did you do that freestyle before that? The one on Risky Roads.
I think it's all around the same time. So 2005 was the year that Risky Roads freestyle was coming about. When I'm Here was coming out, and then 2005 November I went Jal. So that year was like a busy year for me in regards to music. Big things were coming out.
How long did you go on for?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
So
got 5 years.
You come out, and what, you separated from Roll Deep, or you left, or what was the situation there?
I think that when I came out, I don't remember Roll Deep being super active, and I think the music they kind of went into the commercial thing.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, and I didn't see a place for myself doing that.
I heard that.
And then I think loyalties that I had to people at the time meant that it's probably best that I leave with them. Some people left, so I thought, oh boy, maybe I should just leave as well. I don't think I was too focused on music at the time. I didn't know. I was coming back to the community, and I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Okay.
You know, I was like, what? Like,
you're just finding yourself again.
Yeah, is it music? Like, is that really gonna make the money? Do I feel passionate about it? I just lost like my first cousin as well. So at the time, my head was like not really focused on music. It was just like I was grieving.
Okay, that's empowers.
Yeah, but going back to the music thing, I would agree with you. When I say grime was something that connected us, brought us together, was positive. We were engaging in something.
I agree with you on that as well.
We felt good. It was fun. We couldn't believe some of the lyrics that other people coming up with, the creativity, the wisdom. But I would agree with you in saying that as I grew, 19, 20, you know what my lyrics were like, what I was spitting. Then I went Jal, then I came out 23.
You was wild, man.
Yeah.
100%.
Like at 23, my mind had changed. I'd just seen a lot. I'd been in prison with loads of black people, loads of young black men, and I looked at our situation differently.
You converted as well, didn't it? That's when you took on the Islam.
So I never converted. I was a Muslim.
No, sorry, you embraced it more.
I embraced Islam when I was in prison. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. So 2 years.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah,
but the point I'm trying to make is that at 23, I did look at the music game and say, I can't come back to that spitting the same way I was. I don't feel the same way.
No respect.
I don't feel the same way. And I started to see that this thing is actually causing our brothers problems.
Facts.
That's when I started to see it, about 22, 23. I started to see that how the music and word and the power of word and our culture, I was looking at it from a bird's eye view then, but not when I was young, not when I was like 19, 20. I was just in my own body thinking, what do I need to do to sound sick, to stand out, and to be appreciated by my people. But when I got out, I said, no, I don't want, this is not doing any good for our people. There are positives in the music and there are good things in it, but overall, culturally, I was like, I think this thing is leading us down a garden path. It's leading us down the wrong paths, and we're messing up. If you see the amount of black boys I've just left in prison, and I went to loads of prisons, I was like, and there was loads of black guys in all of them. So when I come into the community saying, that's why the man them ain't in the communities, that's why there's more women in the community than black women in the community than men. I said they put all the young black men in jail. I said, oh my days.
Why? Because the revolution, we're the ones that will change, the tinkers, the young budders, the energy.
Right.
You ain't seeing too much loud mouth over 30-year-olds, bro. You're not seeing too much, bro.
No, they take the youth.
The numbers dwindle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, if you mash up the youth early,
then
you've mashed them up for the rest of their lives most of the time. You mash up their mind. Yeah, you put them in prison. You got them entrenched in all this madness from 15 to 20 whatever. By the time they're trying to get on, you know, a lot of damage has been done. They know if you mess up the kids, you could mess them up forever. You know, they know that. You know, so I was seeing all that. I was seeing lots of pain. I was seeing I saw a lot in there. And my mind was just different. So even when I came out and I'm going to studio, man, I'm requesting the same Roachee, the same energy, the same bars. I'm trying to give them what they want, but it's hard for me because I'm like, this is nonsense.
It's not in your heart no more.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I don't believe in any of this nonsense.
Wow.
Doesn't make any sense.
See what the man had to do though, just to get by. You still had to live that life though, just to keep the fan base a bit though, didn't it?
Yeah, so
To keep
looking
going.
back up some of my music from 2008 when I was released
Yes.
to like 2016, 17, yeah, it still is quite cruddy. Some of it's still quite cruddy because I couldn't actually just completely go conscious because A, no one wants to hear it. No one wants to hear that. And B, it's like people ain't gonna call me on those tunes. I'm not gonna get called for nothing. I'm gonna be excluded from the thing. So I was like, God, this is a catch-22 because I don't actually believe in the things we're spitting, and we're living actually more peaceful lives now. We're not actually living as crazy. We're not rolling with the I wasn't rolling with the shank anymore. Didn't feel like I need to. So I'm like, what am I spitting about then?
So, and who you spit it to and what for?
And who am I spitting it to and what for? Who's listening? Who's picking up these messages and who's going out thinking that, yeah, this is life. This is life. Because I'm like, we need to actually change what we think life is. This is ridiculous. And if we're all catching sentences, that doesn't make any sense.
It's like there's an overhead that we're not seeing in it that's controlling our things like puppeteers, innit?
Come on, bro.
Like we're in drill now, innit?
Right.
It's the same thing going on, G.
Same thing, bro.
So who's in control of this? Because it's not us. Because look, we're mature now. Look what we're saying. Oh, okay, guys, the thing fucked us up, innit? Who's pushing that over there though? Why no one looking into that? I think Wiley got it spot on.
Yeah, he did.
I think he got it spot on.
No, he did.
And he got hit for that.
Yeah, he did.
He got it spot on. He got it spot on.
But some American, I can't remember, some interview I was watching, some American guy said it. He said, listen, when the media changed the music, you change the people. You know? Yeah, when you change the music, you change the people. When they was doing a lot of soul music, R&B, hip hop, but conscious stuff that was waking up your mind, making you think about yourself, making you look inwards, making you trying to, that's when the people were going somewhere, moving somewhere. As soon as we started talking about, yeah, killing each other, violence, the people picked up that, of course, and then what happened? Murders, loads of violence, loads of carelessness, loads of drug selling, loads of lack of unity. No one's trying to tap in and recognize a brother or just, yeah.
It's education, innit?
Of course, man. And I think people try to not really, what's the word? Like the power of word. People, come on, man, we've got to start understanding the power of words.
And the mind. If the subconscious is 90% of the brain, if man is saying certain things, I just told you 90% of the brain is subconscious, bro. So 90% of what you said went to my subconscious, bro.
And when you're young and your brain is fragile,
do you get what I'm saying?
And it's taking in all kinds of information because of what's being pumped out there.
You feel me, bro?
Come on, man. Like, we're impressionable when we're young.
Highly.
You know? And to see, listen, I remember running through my estate or seeing other black youths running through different estates with their trousers at their knees, like it's an American film, though.
Feminizing the thing, cuz. They're sagging.
But we're in Tower Hamlets and Newham. How comes we're running through the streets like America, like New York, like we're from Chicago?
Where's your influences?
Influence. So people can talk about but film and music don't.
It does.
It pays bro. We were wearing big Averex jackets, big jackets, trousers below, like big boots.
It ain't called program for no reason, bro.
Right. So when you understand the programming. Like when you overstand the programming and you remove yourself from a lot of that, which a lot of us have, I'm like, we need to come together now and do the work for the next gen because they're murdering each other senselessly.
100%.
Let's get to work
100%.
for those that are now awake. But
and we got no plan. Like the ops got like a good 100-year plan, bro. So see, like I don't know. I remember in my era, it was about getting your second ear pierced.
Yeah.
I remember my dad was balling. Like,
what country you from again?
I'm from Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Yeah.
You lot are our neighbours.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Sierra Leoneans and Gambians. Gambia.
Yeah.
Really nice people, man.
Definitely. But I can go deep into that Sierra Leone situation because man's really on tribal things, innit? Okay. Man's from the Mende tribe, innit?
Oh, is it?
Like that's how deep I've dug into my thing.
Come on.
So I don't even say Sierra Leone no more because it's just lines that was given by a Portuguese man.
Right.
If you want to break it down,
no,
you get what I'm saying?
Come on.
And the name is Portuguese name. Brother, we're in Sierra Leone speaking French. I'm looking around.
That's a liberty.
Like, am I in the Matrix?
No, it's an absolute liberty.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's a liberty.
But yeah, so when I got my second ears pierced, my dad went nuts. But I couldn't understand it at the time because I'm a youth, I'm brainwashed. But reality is, they're slowly feminizing the boys. and man didn't clock. Look, man are wearing bags now.
Come on.
Man, I got tight clothing on now.
I'm so glad I didn't bring my man back today.
I'll wear a bag still. I can't lie, I do. But
Yeah.
but I overstand it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Of course.
But yeah, we're not in control. We got
Now,
to
the
take
man
control
them,
back.
no disrespect to the man them, but the man them have got purses now. You see the man with a little clutch.
This fire for that blood. Look, you got purses.
Man have got little purse. I see man with a little clutch bag. He's got his phones in there. He's got his wallet in there. He's got a few things. I've seen that. I'm not. I've still done the man bag, and I've only got one man bag, and I ain't had another one. And if that one breaks, I don't even know if I'm gonna go out and purchase another one. But they are handy though, because sometimes when I've got bare things, I'm like, I'm gonna have to bring the man bag today. You know,
definitely.
There's bare things going on.
No judgment, no
of
judgment,
course,
no judgment, bro.
but
It's just,
I'm seeing what you're saying,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing how the thing is evolving. That when I've seen them, because I'm not seeing it as a purse, man, seeing it as a. But I'm like, that's not far off.
I know.
It's a big purse.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to what you said. When you change the music,
Change the people.
you change the people. So who's leading the game today?
Right, man. We know who's in control, man. We know who's in the hot seat.
And do you think that? Okay. Do you remember that certain individual on the grime circuit when you was coming up?
Do I remember that certain individual?
Yeah, certain individuals that are at the top right now. Did you see them in the grime circuit coming up? Because see, like how I know you.
Yeah.
Because you was in the grime circuit. I know Rodika doing the grime circuit. I know some of your soldiers that you chill with, Soldier Kid, because they're all in the grime circuit.
Yeah.
There's certain people that I didn't see in the grime circuit that's head of grime today. And I'm just like,
When you say head of Grime, you mean?
well, they've done the most, innit? Like, they, not the most, but they're the most recognized for grime today,
Okay.
kind of thing. I didn't see them in the circuit. I even saw Chip in the circuit.
Yeah.
Are you deep in what I'm saying?
deep in what you're saying now, but
I didn't see him, bro. I didn't see him until certain awards got won, and I thought,
yeah. So if I think you're talking about who you might be talking about, or the people you might be talking about, because I didn't see them in the circuit, it don't mean they weren't on the circuit. And there's enough MCs here that
I heard that.
that I'm just coming across now.
I heard
Someone died the other day. I think it's Bomber or something from Birmingham. I think his name was Bomber B or something.
Yes, I saw that.
R.I.P.
Rest in
Bomber B.
powers, yeah.
Yeah. And I was listening to a few of his stuff, and he was hard. I was like, dude, this guy's cold.
I heard that.
And that's the first time I was hearing about him. But I'm hearing he was done the circuit.
Okay.
He done the circuit. I heard in Brom.
Okay.
He was doing. Everyone knows. Everyone's got stuff they're posting with him.
But that's in Brom. I'm talking about in London, bro. Like,
Even in London, you
in
could
South.
miss it. Even in London, you could miss it, bro. You could miss it. Like some people, I don't pay attention to what a lot of the generations under me have done.
Yeah.
Because I've been busy. Maybe I had kids. Maybe my life has changed, and my focus is elsewhere.
Okay.
But there's certain people are doing things, and then some people just blow up and they're big, and I'm thinking, rah, how did that happen? Little did I know that he was doing the circuit. But I know what you're saying though. Not everybody has done the circuit though. Not everybody. Certain people have made the right moves, or certain people have had the right people around them.
The right people that got an agenda, and they're gonna use you as their vehicle to manifest it.
Yeah. But we are that community that you can come and just pick us up and use us for whatever.
Cause we got nothing, bro.
We are that community. You can just use us and abuse us whenever you want.
Fam. Okay, we're here. Reparations. What do you think of reparations? Do you think we go in the right way about getting reparations?
Well, I know that, and I know that a group, I can't remember who the group are, but I know from Brixton or
the march.
somewhere, the march, they march every year to Parliament.
1st of August.
Right, and I did that with them once
Emancipation
or twice.
Day. Yeah.
Right, yeah, they go and they go there and they try to let Parliament know that, you know, we're gathering in numbers every year and we're coming and we're, you know, this is gonna build, and one day you'll have to open the doors and give reparations. There's that route. I don't know what other routes people are taking to get reparations.
That's my point. Because I don't think we should go to slave masters and ask them for our money back. I think that's just whack.
It's just mental.
It's whack.
I think the whole thing is crazy. A lot of the time, this whole construct is mad. The fact that we live in this construct the way it is and have to maneuver it every day, and people ask you, "Hey, how are you doing? You okay?
See that?
And you're like, "Yeah, I'm fine." It's just like, but this is actually crazy, though.
Fam, it's messed up, bro. We are the people that have been in England the longest out of all the multicultural communities, and we are still here at the bottom of the barrel, cuz. And I say this, you live in IOD Bowish, yeah, I've seen the Bengali community grow there.
Yeah. I've
Like
watched them.
they will live in a house 20 man up.
Yeah.
And they'll save up to buy the next house next to him.
They're smart, man.
We can't
They've been
even
working
do
smart.
that, bro.
No, they've been working smart, man. They've been working smart. But
Microeconomics, we don't even do that, my bro.
no, but you know what? A lot of older black people will tell me though
Go on.
that there's been a different level of racism towards black people than anyone else.
I agree.
So man were telling me that in from Manor Park, these were like some elders that are probably in their 50s now. They were saying, listen, back in the day, you could be in Manor Park and you could see 10 to 15 Asian brothers chilling on the corner. The police would just drive past, have a look, and drive and just keep driving. But if you see 2 to 3 black guys standing on the corner, stop and search, throw them in a van, beat them possibly, and arrest them. He said this was something that was happening all the time. The level of racism towards black people was different towards anyone else. When it comes to renting properties and all that, they was more willing to give others than they were. Like there's too many different like barriers that they try to put up against the black man. I think, and they do say black people make a lot of excuses and XYZ. But when I speak to a lot of older people, I'm like, no, I'm not sure this was excuses. I'm sure it sounds like this was a real war against black people.
Yeah, my bro.
Like a real war.
Yeah.
And when people say, yeah, the fact that the Asian community have surpassed, they came after.
Yeah.
We came to this country first. They came after, and they're doing brilliantly.
They're submissive. They're more submissive than us anyway, bro.
Some people say that, and some
Definitely are, from what I can see.
But some people say that they just made sure that the black man wasn't able to do that. What others have achieved, they just made sure. Like it seems like, yeah.
So
and we are less submissive for sure.
Back to grime. Rest in powers, DJ Scholar.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Fuck.
Like, you know, it's crazy, yeah, my bro, yeah. I didn't know Scholar, I heard of Scholar a lot of time, you feel me? And I can see he was like a big pillar in your community, for sure.
For sure.
He was a producer, right?
Yeah.
For Ruff
producer
as well.
and DJ.
DJ.
Yeah, Ruff Squad's DJ, yeah.
How do you think his passing affected the community, and do you see any essence is lost because of Scholar's gone? Like the link ups, more or less. I don't know.
Yeah. Amongst our group, Scholar was the person who puts on the events for us. He's like, just like, even if it's just like get together and watch a film and have some food, Scholar would just say, yeah. Scholar would get us all together.
Okay.
Open his house for us. Like always had his door open for us, and like, yeah, man, if we're not doing nothing on Friday, everyone come and chill at mine. I got some films.
That's good.
Get some food. He's always opened up his doors, whereas not everyone maybe was able to because of their family setup or housing setup or whatever, or they're just not that way inclined, or
of course.
Scholar was just that person. That's what he wanted to do. He liked being around people. He liked bringing people together. So yeah, there's been less events. We get together less since Scholar's passing.
Damn.
I think we used to go on like some man them holidays. The Scholar would either organise or initiate. That's been less of. Obviously, it would be anyway because we're all grown now. We've all got kids. We're not really on that as much.
Yeah, but
Scholar was creating opportunities for us to get together all the time. Different things.
Without knowing as well, even before.
That was his thing. So yeah, there's been a lot of loss. We've lost a lot, and Scholar was a big motivator as well. So Scholar loves music. When I tell you the guy loves music, he loves the thing. So he's always listening to music. He's a big fan of the man them, and he used to push most man in different ways. You know, I'd always get a push from him, like Rich. He'll be sometimes just ring me. He's listening to something of mine, a freestyle. Could be old, could be new, could be, and he'd be like, "Wow, when did this one come out? I didn't even realize he might be deep inside. I might bring out Back to Africa 1 year. It's the next year that he's deep in it, and he's shouting me, telling me he can't believe it. And
Visionist.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yo, this is cold," and he'd always big you up, man, and encourage you and make you know that you can do whatever you want.
He empowers the team.
Yeah. It was and Scholar's like about 18 months older than me, so although a lot of us feel like the same age, sometimes you would actually get that big bro energies from certain man. They just would like, and that 18 months means something sometimes. Yeah, like he's saying things to me and I'm like, oh, thanks, bro. Maybe some people my age group may not say that, may not feel comfortable. You're just a bit older. You're just saying you're in a different place. You're growing. We're all growing, but like time is one of them things. Sometimes that people are sometimes ahead than others. Or ready for something else. And Scholar was always ready for something, man. Jesus, man. And yeah, I miss Scholar a lot. I miss Scholar a lot. I think about him a lot. It's mad.
You paid homage to him though.
Yeah, I mean, big up S Large, man. Big up S Large.
Rest up, Scholar. Big up, man.
Yeah, man. I think that was Soldier's idea.
Big up, man.
Yeah, big up Soldier on that one.
Big up, bro. Damn.
Yeah, the big loss to the crew, man. Big loss to the crew. Yeah, and a lot of the man they ain't even know. I talk for myself. I ain't even over that. Still very painful.
I can tell.
Yeah, man.
Still. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about you and Ruff Squad. How did you lot click and link up? You're from IOD. They're bold guys. Talk to me. How did that?
Thank God I linked up with them. Thank God.
Was it through Scholar?
No, it wasn't through Scholar. So year 7, like I say, I done my primary school on the Isle of Dogs, which was interesting, but not diverse. Like I said, not diverse. So I think when you're a black boy and you're in a space that's not diverse, you start to develop all kinds of thoughts and feelings about yourself. This is what I start to learn from others too.
Self-hate. Self-hate kind of thing.
I don't even know. It's just a confusion about yourself. Not even self-hate. I don't think you're even hating yourself. Others are hating you. You know, you can feel that, but you don't even know how to feel about this whole thing. You don't understand it. But going to the school that I went to in year 7, Blessed John Roach, and meeting all those. That's where I met Ruff Squad. Most of Ruff Squad, they went to my school. Okay. So not all of them actually. Actually, just 2 of them, Rapid and Slicks. Okay. I met.
They're the founding members, aren't they? Rapid and Slicks.
And Tinchy, yeah. I think they were the 3. I think Shifty might have been in. I don't even know who the founders are actually. Okay. But I know Rapid's involved in yeah.
And I know Slicks is. And I think he's a bass man as well, isn't it? He holds it down.
Yeah, I think he's foundation in that crew.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
I think them 3 or 4 put it together, but yeah, I met Rapid and Slicks in school in year 7. Yeah. And I met the rest of them upon leaving school actually in year 11. So I met like Fooder, Strider. I met Shifty a lot earlier, like year 9, maybe year 8. Okay, yeah. Cause Shifty lived close to my school. But yeah, man, I met Ruff Squad.
Shifty, right?
Yeah, come on. My Gambian brother, you know, he's full Gambian. Like,
old school, yeah.
Get me? Them men are from the source, from the root.
Yes. Get me? So he came here, innit?
Shifty came here probably like just under 10 or something like that.
Early 90s.
I think early 90s.
Yeah. He had accent still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Come on.
Continue, please.
Yeah, so bucked the man them in school, and then started bucking more of them as the years are going, and then by the time we left school and I'm back in my area, I'm saying, nah, I'm gonna go and check the man them in Bowl. Yeah. So I'm checking the man them in Bowl, and that's when I'm meeting more Ruff Squad members. There's more to the crew. I met Scholar. I was about 16. I met Scholar. Yeah. They, you know, Rapid saying, yeah, these are my people, because I'm Rapid and Slicks' friend from school.
Yeah, I get you.
But they're saying these are our people. These are our friends. Dirty Danger.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
How could you on Ruff Squad then? Because you missed them a lot.
Yeah, I think that I was in the Isle of Dogs with my own crew.
Okay, I see.
We had our own crew there.
I see.
And then Ruff Squad had their crew, and they formed their music crew from young. That's their music crew. Even though they got a street team as well, they got their music crew. Then I got my music crew and my street crew, and I think everything then was like fixed. That's how it is. That's the crews.
I heard that. The energies, don't want to miss the energies, innit?
I don't know. It's just
it's natural though. You don't want to miss the energies.
I think we're young. Yeah, and I think it's just how it was. Even if you wanted to be in the crew, you wouldn't even ask.
I know, it just naturally happens.
Yeah, you won't ask.
Oh, you talk about back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Oh,
like,
yeah, definitely.
We're too young. We're still not.
Definitely
we're still growing. We're not got the confidence yet. Like, we don't even know what we want as well. No one knows what they want. Everyone just wants everything as well.
Most probably, if you ask though, you'd have been in it straight away. Because you're with them a lot anyway. I see a lot of freestyles with them.
Yeah, loads.
Different members as well. For the guy is one of your guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I see a freestyle for the guy? No, he was in the background when you and Dirty Danger did that freestyle on Whiskey Roads.
He gassed us up, amped us up that day. He made the freestyle what it is.
Yeah, like, he's the energy. He's the whole energy.
He's still the energy today.
Yeah, you still buck with him?
Yeah, we still chat.
Oh, big up.
Not as regular because we're all busy, but we still chat.
Grime, Grime loved beef, bro. Grime was a beef thing, cuz that's what I said to you about the way
there's negatives. There's negatives. It started to get more negative, but the beefs weren't even that serious.
What are you in Scorcher?
This is not serious beefs.
Oh, good. That's what I was
It's not like
it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
no one's dropping. People not stabbing each other, running people. You know what I mean?
It's just friendly competition. Are you saying?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. These things could go that way.
Yeah.
You know, you say something about the wrong person or whatever.
Yeah.
These things could happen, but not just the situation with Scorcher, but loads of situations in Grime weren't always that serious. Some were serious.
Yeah.
Some beefs were serious. Don't get me wrong.
You had beef with Moorfire.
I'm not gonna call any of these beefs. I think we was having some lyrical warfare with them.
Yeah.
Wiley was sending for lethal. We just jumped on a bandwagon. Yeah, we're gonna send for people. They're sending back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we did see each other, and there's some pushing and shoving, and people wanted to get to each other, and people acting like they want to fight. But thank God, nobody really got hurt. Nobody got stabbed. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like, thank God. Yeah. Looking back at the time, yeah, we probably did want to stab them and did want to do things, and maybe to get clout and rep. Remember, everyone's on that as well, you know, subconsciously. Man. Maybe not. You're not.
They want the stripes.
Everybody wants a stripe. Means a lot back then as well. So everyone's conscious. Like, whatever I do today could benefit me. Something negative I do could benefit me, and that's what we're living in that thing. And that's why I think when we grew up, we said we've got to whistleblow and let the youths know.
Yes.
Don't ruin it for yourself, because we know that you're doing madness to get the stripes and the clout, to be appreciated amongst your peers. But that's you're gonna be in trouble amongst other people. They're gonna be looking at you all types of ways, when you're going for jobs and when you're just trying to be a normal citizen. People looking at you like an animal.
And it molds you. It molds you as well. If you don't know how to really, if you're not a sharp one that know how to switch it up, like how you speak, how you dress, it does mold you, man. Like they say, you can take the boy out the ghetto, but you can never take the ghetto out the boy.
Yeah, man.
Like
We've seen some of the man them that like have spent too long in the hood.
Yeah.
And they don't know any other language apart from like the hood language. That's it. You know, they haven't learned anything else apart from the stuff you talk about in the hood. They've not been exposed to any other information. It's just like, damn, this is sad to see a person is not like, the water hasn't, like the flower, the water hasn't been on you. Like, it's just weeds.
What's your best song? What's your personal favourite song? Not your best song. What's your personal favourite song?
Boy, that's mad, you know.
In fact, before you answer that, where did the inspiration for Back to Africa freestyles come from?
I think did a lot of study.
That's your awakening, isn't it? Was that your awakening? Would you say that's your awakening? That was the beginning of the journey?
No, I think the beginning of the journey was going to jail. And that's when my awakening started.
2005?
2005, yeah.
Okay, I see.
That's when my eyes opened.
Okay.
That's when I started waking up. Like,
but could you vocally speak it at that time?
Nah.
So that's my point. The freestyles were the beginning of how you're gonna
express
who I am today.
Yeah. I think by Back to Africa stage and probably a bit before, I was ready to start expressing the way I felt, in like making my music align with more how I am as a person. I wasn't when I got to like maybe that 28, 29, 30, maybe a bit older, I wasn't willing to compromise my views, values and beliefs for a fan base or anything. I wasn't ready to compromise. Nah, we're gonna start going on a journey of telling what we really think and what information we really hold in our brains. So the Back to Africa started coming about because the study that I was doing, all the research and all the pages I was following on Instagram and all the information was out there, was kind of telling me that Africa for Africans, isn't it? Like Dr. Umar would say. And to see that we're in the West going through all this madness, our suicide rate's quite high. A lot of young black men and women in mental homes, in mental institutions.
Our abortion rates are high as fuck as well, blood.
Abortion rates are high.
Maybe sick.
Death rates are crazy. And incarceration. I'm like, we're having it rough in the West. And then let's not even talk about America.
They say slavery's done.
You get me? So when I started seeing all that, I'm like, I think we need to get back home. For me, the only I couldn't see no other solution. We're not like going to start doing projects for young people and, you know, prison, get the young man out of prison, then we start doing employment stuff. It's like, yo, this system here is rigged. People are with the prison thing, the mental health thing. Those things are set now. You know, we get we're losing young black men to mental institutions daily. They can't cope with this madness. So I'm like, I'm trying to look around for solutions in my head. Can't find none. We need to go home. And that's not, and then you know, we all know that's going to be another fight and another challenge.
I was about to say that, bro.
You know, it's not going to be so simple and stuff like that. But is it going to be harder than this one, where you lose your child and you bury your child in the ground because some other young black boy from another estate's murdered him, or you're going to see your child in a prison for the next 20 years or in a mental institution? I'm like, I'd take my chances to go and build in Africa, you know, go sit down with our African brothers and sisters and say, look, what part of land can we occupy? What part of land do you guys need? This is what we're bringing back home. This is the knowledge that we have. Let's work together, we are brothers and sisters. That seems like an easier challenge than this one here in the West, when our ops are continuously putting out booby traps and we never know what's happening next week. Yeah.
So I just want to clarify for the camera, yeah. When we was talking about ops, yeah, I'm not saying all white people are ops.
No.
I just want to make that clear.
100%.
Do you get what I'm saying?
100%, man.
But if you're white and you're not and you're seeing injustice and mistreatment on other people, you're not speaking up, then you're op, man. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Speak up, man. Speak up. Or
we say op. Like, when you say op,
yeah,
I look at it as opposition. So that doesn't have no color.
Yeah.
That doesn't have no color. But we know
yeah,
that some white people declared war on black people ages ago.
I'm only saying that because we're in England. If it was in Bangladesh, I'll probably be saying op as that. Like, I'm talking about as a nation, not individually.
Yeah, we know how certain groups have been willing to treat other groups. Yeah, and we know that's not all people. You know, we know that's not all. You know, there's not a whole race of people. We know there's some good people in every race. Yeah, that see things, that are trying to see things from the way we see it, and they're trying to like figure out what to do. But we know that we know what's going on out there. We know what's going on out there, man. Big problems. So
back to that question, I was saying your best tune, your best personal tune. Have you got some gems that you ain't released yet?
Nah. So I'm not a person who's even made that many tunes. Like, I'm more
locally. You like locally? I think locally kind of deep right. Still. Like, that's
locally's alright, but that's nowhere near like. So I'm an MC. I probably got best verses on certain tunes, like verses. Okay, I like certain verses.
Yeah, you're on a lot of songs. You are.
Yeah, I like certain verses that I've done. Like the whole tune. I don't even like doing the whole tune.
Brother, you got more songs off your channel than on your channel.
Yeah.
Like with features, other people, sets here and there. You got work started all over the place.
For sure.
All over the place.
For sure. Yeah. So I probably prefer. Like I said, I prefer verses to songs. I don't even like writing the full song. I don't even like any whole song that I've done. It's like I don't even want to do it.
Okay.
Because I'm an MC. I like to collaborate with people, work with people. Me doing whole songs and stepping into that artist, like being an artist and that. I enjoy it, but I prefer to I like working with people.
Who's your influences, your musical influences?
Oh, there's so many, man. I mean, there's the Americans, so we've got Wu-Tang growing up, Nas, Mobb Deep. Okay. And then if we're talking UK, we've got Pay As You Go.
Okay, yes.
More Fire.
Mad.
So Solid.
Powers.
Heartless.
Okay.
Them 4 crews there, I'd say I built man up. Yeah. Man took something from all of them and they just inspired me. And
I think I agree with that whole list, man.
Yeah, man.
Both American and UK, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Yeah, fact.
Sorry, D Block. We can't forget D Block. They were the reason why, man. The reason why man is so cruddy.
With J Hood or after?
So J Hood wasn't really my guy. Styles P, Sheik Luge, Jada Kiss.
Everyone says that.
Them 3 man turned man crazy. When I still think about Styles P's lyrics, mental. It's them lot.
Alright, big up.
Yeah,
You been on tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, how many times? A few times?
So went on a road tour.
Okay. Tell me a memorial part you remember.
I just remember like having unlimited jokes with like people like Flo Dan and Rika Dan.
Oh, okay.
As a young boy, them man are a bit older, rolling with them man. Yeah, fam. Is that rolling with like your older bros, but they're just on smoke and the man are jokes too funny. Like I just remember just learning a lot from them, learning a lot about stuff, you know, whether it's about relationships or just becoming a man, just watching them and stage presence. Yeah, stage presence. I learned a lot about them, about music, about life.
Flowdown and Rico, they were like the Jamaican grime artists, aren't they?
Yeah.
The Jamaican twang.
Yeah.
They were one of the first of them to do that style as well.
And they were cold with it, and they just
Bold
they were
with
like that. Yeah, bold with it, confident. I learned a lot being around them, man. We had a lot of fun. Yeah, I just remember a lot of jokes.
We didn't have no African artists that did that on Grime, did we?
Not consciously, like Shifty. He had the accent, but not consciously, like not
consciously.
Nah. I think them times might have still been the time where it's still maybe not so cool to be African. I don't know. Like, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it was.
If we stepped out of that.
That was that time.
I'm not sure if we stepped out of that.
We was deep in that era. That was that time, definitely. But you're saying that, yeah, it brought me back.
But yeah, no, I like to pick up J Kush, because J Kush is from a group. Well, he was from a group called Future Brown. Yep. They were busting up America doing their thing. They brought grime to America. They were doing grime in America, and J Kush, an American DJ, came to the UK and started busting up grime, doing his thing here. But he shouted at me and said, "Yeah, we're doing an Asia tour, Hong Kong, China, Japan, and we want to bring you, like South Korea. We want to bring you on there and like start mashing up the festivals, doing grime." I think they sent some demos over there, sent some tunes that I was on. Like, yeah, they want you to come over. Let's go. Yeah, I went and done an Asia tour with them lot. We was in festivals, Hong Kong, like I say, China, Japan. Big up Daz, in the basement. Yeah, man, met some good people, and then we did a Europe tour, so like Poland, Finland, and Sweden.
Where did you get best reception in Europe?
I think Sweden was pretty good, you know. Sweden was good, but remember, listen, like I say, see, this whole journey, all this stuff we're talking about is the reason why I talk about race the way I do.
I hear that.
Going to all these places, seeing all this stuff, this is when I go to see, like, rah, the world is a mad place. And they told me when I was 6 or 7 in like 1992, when I think I complained to my mum one time that like some racism was happening in school, and I said to my mum, yeah, and my mum went over to the teacher and told her, like, my son's talking about racism again. And she said, no, that's done now. Racism is finished. It's done. We're not racist no more. Like the racism is done.
He's done.
That's done now. That's finished. That's like, no, we don't tolerate that. And you know, the school, young people. I've heard it a few times. No, racism is done now. It's old school. You can even hear that today. People will say racism is finished.
100%.
So when I was 6, 7, I started to think maybe it is finished, and maybe I'm just
no way.
Imagining it, and maybe like I'm just like overthinking it, rare. But as I grew up and I got to like a teenager, and in different spaces people would say, no, racism is not happening, or sorry, people talk about racism, and then people who are not of colour would kind of like try and diminish the talk, or
it will be that way,
downplay it, or act like, you know, things we've moved forward so far, and I would always think like, how far have we moved? When they're talking, I would try to understand where they're coming from, and I'll be like, no, we ain't come that far, and it's there's things going on that you would never be able to see. So I was like, this is really strange. But yeah, all those tours and all that kind of stuff to show me more and more about the world, and made me say, back to Africa, guys. That's the only solution.
Okay, that makes sense. Still, did you believe that though? That's the only solution still? Back to Africa?
I've actually come off that pivot, you know.
Okay.
I actually don't.
So what's your thoughts today then?
I believe if we were to look inwardly,
yes,
and start working together more, and use our energy and our time
and resources
and
bartering
and all of that for us,
yes,
instead of using all of that externally, running here, running everywhere, going and eating in everyone's restaurant, eating in everyone's place, running away in everyone's clothes. We wear the clothes. When I see my people wearing Gucci, and these people don't like when we stop all that and start investing into ourselves, our children, and we look inwards and say, this is my children. This black boy or this black girl, this is my child. I let them out on the street, and someone else potentially might murder them. That can't run. That can't run. I can't believe that we allow that. That can't run.
I know.
I can't believe that we're here.
Trust me, brother.
So when we stop all the nonsense and we look inwardly, and we start doing the work that needs to be done, then we can live anywhere. We don't have to go back to Africa. We can live anywhere.
It's an educational thing, though. I think so.
Yeah,
man. I think I'll go back to it again. I always say it, microeconomics. We need to learn the basics of bartering and trading.
100%.
Like, imagine you.
But we have those people within our community. We have black people that we have the most knowledgeable. We have powerful black people all around the community in every field. Yeah. In every field, they could be setting up workshops for us to come, and they could be teaching the rest of us the basics, so we can all have a basic knowledge of everything. We've got it. You name something, we've got the people. You're
right. But for example, now, cool. You lived in IOD when you was younger, yeah.
Yeah.
You had 5 families. Did these 5 families link up?
No, because like one's Somali, one's black, one's Caribbean, one's African. I was thinking there's loads of division, but no, they acknowledge when they see each other. What I will remember is my mum always acknowledging and speaking to the other black families. Maybe not in all of their houses, but a few of them, they would come around. I remember like them in my house, or if there was enough commonality, then yeah.
So back to the macroeconomics thing. Like if you were selling the t-shirts, not the prints, the t-shirts, I make sure I only come to you, my brother, and buy those t-shirts.
Just like the other groups do.
We're not even.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one thing. There's loads.
Basic,
yeah, that is one of the basics. That is one of the basics.
And we're not doing it.
No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing a lot of things that we
should. We're looking for. I'm looking for the cheapest place to get my. I do understand it as well.
No, of course.
I do understand.
Of course. There are a lot of challenges in our community, man. There's lots of things to overcome before we can get.
Yeah, man.
Can get anywhere, but I think we need to, like, the conversation is happening. I've seen like other podcasts and other places people do chat about the progress and development of the black community. I think people do want to see it, and like I said, all the people I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of people on the ground. I just think that it needs to become more of a not like a job or something you do, or I'm passionate about. It just needs to be like a lifestyle. Like everyone says, like, yo, we can't have can't have our kids dying. Bro. I'm not gonna have a child for him to die, so I need to sort out community thingy. Just like all black people switched up. Like, you know what, we've got to sort ourselves out. That's it.
And until we die, I think that's our only job.
That's the only job. That's the most important job. Nothing else matters.
I don't think so. I can't weigh up nothing else, bro. I can't. I've been thinking about it, I can't weigh up nothing else. Until we die, that's our only job.
That's our only job.
And betterment for our people.
Basically.
If you ain't trying to do that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not on it. Yeah. I'm ruthless with it now.
You need to be.
You have to
because we're grown adults and we've got children in the world. We've got children in the world, and we've seen how they can be treated. We've seen how they can be treated. And the thing is, we've seen that they can be treated. They can go to a different country and be treated like badly when we're not there. So this is why we've got to do our work, because we need to make sure that everybody all around the world, you respect black people when you see them. Anytime you see them, from old to young, you respect them, because we know that some of the men in different countries try to not respect our women when they see them. You know, in the work environments, we know that certain people will try and put hands on black women.
And we just start talking down on black women. Like, listen, but I'm a black man. I got sisters, I got cousins that are black. I do know what women are like, bro. But I'm gonna correct you in private, innit? I'm not gonna be on the internet bashing my people down. I think we need to stop. I don't see no other race doing that.
No.
Only we do it.
No. Only we do a lot of things.
I know.
Our thing is insane.
The problem.
It's not governed. Like, there's no boundaries to do what you want. Like, from a certain age, do what you want, and it's like
it's a problem still.
Yeah. Sometimes, because I definitely feel like I'm getting older now, because when I do see some of the youths them running, it does make me forget that I was a youth and how crazy and wild I was.
Yeah.
When I see them acting wild, doing things like running, some youths just sometimes running through places like maybe like a public space like Stratford shopping mall, and there's loads of families. They might just see a group of black youths running and doing madness, and everyone's ballied up, and the girls are there as well. I'm looking like, fuck, what's going on? And I'm like, but we did that.
Yeah,
we did that. We did. But looking at it now, I'm like, oh, so this is how other used to look at us. Yeah. How crazy it looks.
Yeah, bro.
And how unorganized and people must have thought, where are these kids? Where are these people's parents? Them times they're the parents, so they're there. My mum was working, grafting, didn't know I was doing that. And I look at the same now. I look at the youth and think, who's your mum and dad? Like, the way some of them are behaving, I'm like, who's your mum and dad? Who are they? Them times they're probably decent people trying.
Or they're the men that didn't mentally mature like how we did.
Bro,
do you get me?
Bro, let me tell you this.
My youth's 16 now.
Yeah?
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, if I didn't change my ways, how would she turn up?
This is it.
Do You feel me?
Yeah, we allowed our youths to see a lot of the foolishness that we're on as well.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
But the other day, bro, obviously we know there's no fathers in the thing, and we know some of the reasons why the fathers ain't there. But the other day I went to link one youth because I'm mentoring him.
Yeah.
And I had to spend an hour with him, and he was with about 7 of his brethren, and he said, "Can they just roll with us?" I said, "Yeah, cool. We're gonna get food. Let's go on foot. Let's all walk. I'll walk with you. I want to get to know all these young men as well. So I'm just walking, talking with all of them. What's your name? My name Nelson. What's your name? Jerome. What's your name? Da-da-da. Yeah, what are you man on? Boy, how old are you man? 14, 15, 16. Da-da-da. What are you man on? We're just like, who's got a dad?
Ooh.
Not me. Nah, fam, he's gone. Not me. All 8.
Nah, that's bad. That's fucking. That's crazy.
I said, see, I just sat there like.
That we take responsibility, accountability, bro. Like, men, don't be just fam. That's
I'm
a
like,
whole.
where are you? Where are you guys? Where are you? You know, that day I swear to God, I bought them the food, yeah.
All 8 of them?
Huh?
All 8 of them?
Nah, just a couple of them. The rest of them stay in the food.
Oh, okay.
They say we're allowed to. They let the youth. The security guards let the youths them staying in the place.
Okay,
Yeah. So, yeah, I bought a few of them food.
Wild.
And some of them had money, and some of them could buy food as well, and some of them weren't hungry. Thank God. You know, like, yeah.
You got big pockets,
Yeah.
boy.
You know, like that, like,
You
it's
got
like,
deep
yo,
pockets.
when we're trying to claim back this money, so we're not getting it back as well. But it was so sad, bro. When I left them, I swear to you, for about 2 hours I couldn't get it out of my head. I was thinking about them.
You're like me.
I was thinking about them. I said, you know what? Nothing. I was thinking, firstly, where are all 8 of them? Do you know what some of them told me? My dad's in the borough, same borough as me. I live in Newham, he lives in Newham. I said, when's the last time you saw him? He said, I haven't seen him since I was 8. I'm now 15. I said, you want to see him? He said, yeah, fam. I've been looking out for him. Like, is that him?
Well, there's lots of factors.
There's loads of factors. I'm not blaming these guys.
Yeah,
there's a lot of environmental, structural stuff that's been happening to people.
Yeah.
People are suffering. We know, like, when you do the work I do, you'll see suffering everywhere, like in all families, in different ways as well. It's not just like common. You see things like, yo, generational stuff coming through. If you can see patterns, and you're someone who can recognize things like that, you'll just be seeing, and you'll be like, yo, the mum didn't have a chance. When you hear the mum story and the grand story, and then you see the youth, and you're saying, the youth ain't got no chance.
Generation trauma and curses, bro. Generational.
Then the youth telling me he's having sex. I'm like, you're gonna have a youth.
Wow.
I'm like, you're about. And then he tells me his girl's pregnant, and she's having a youth, and I'm like, and you guys are not even ready for this youth. Then the youth comes, he's already faced with bigger problems. So I started to see, like, I started to see how this thing is a bit of a pickle, this life, and if you're not got things set up and have structures and knowledge and people around, men and communities, then you're gonna keep having what we have. So that's why I said back to Africa. Let's go.
Listen, I make it a priority to make sure I spend time with my youth. I make it a priority. So every Saturday I got a Saturday school.
Right.
My own Saturday school.
Wicked.
We call it School Hard Knocks.
Come on, man. I love that.
9 to 12.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Every Saturday.
Brilliant.
But we don't do curriculum stuff. We do law. We do higher frequencies, lower frequencies, principalities.
That's amazing.
Like we talk about a lot of things.
That's amazing.
Because I want the best for them. And I don't want them to grow up like me, and I don't want them to have trauma like me as well. So what I got to do, I got to break the cycle.
Yeah.
So maybe that Saturday that I'll go wash my car. Let me just chill, man. 3 hours, teach them something.
It's important, man.
Then I'll take my son with me to wash the car.
Right.
So he'll learn how to be a man
Yes.
and handle his business as well. Do you get me?
Yeah.
That's just what it is. That's why I said the fathers, they gotta wake up, you know. So they gotta take accountability, you know. But like we can put on the women all day long. But someone said something about people can buy tickets for festivals but can't buy their child's school uniform till last minute or something like that. I don't know who said it. Someone said it, and I thought,
yeah, I did see that.
And I thought in my head, I thought, wait, but
Young Spray said that.
okay, but there you go. And in my head, I thought, but fathers don't even think about the uniforms like that. But so we can't really pin everything on women at all. But we have to take some sort of accountability, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
I think that
$1,000,000%.
Men are stubborn. They don't want to admit it, but we do, bro. You need to take a step back and just chill, blood. You know that time where your boy calls you just say, brother, I'm with the family today. He ain't gonna hate you. And if he does hate you, he was never your friend anyway. Like, keep it stepping, brother, chopping, brother.
Like you said you love your youths and you want them to do well.
100%.
I love my 2 youths and I want them to do well as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I invest in them and spend time with as much time with them as I can. And it's hard for me to understand how you can have youths and not check for them.
Yeah, bro.
I don't understand it. So I know that something must be going on in a lot of their man's life.
Yeah.
For them not to, or sometimes we just know man had sex with a gal.
Yeah.
Didn't want the youth.
There's lots of factors.
There's bare factors.
There's lots of factors.
But even if I didn't want the youth, it's just me, innit? I couldn't know there's someone coming up in some area.
In your blood.
It's my blood. The areas are mental as it is, and that youth doesn't stand a chance. Raise yourself. Like no male input, not from your father anyway. You've got uncles, but I'm just like I couldn't do that.
So was your father around?
He was not too much. And I think that's why I feel the way I feel, because I know what I needed and what was missing. I'm there for my youths, and I can't believe that other people ain't there for theirs. I'm like, yo, that was a big problem that fathers weren't there. You know, there was things happening. I'm like, yo, we kind of need to speak to dad right now. You know, he's not around. He's not available to talk to. There's not, and even if man did buck him, it's like sometimes there's no knowledge. Listen, there's a youth, I don't even like talking people's business, but there's a youth just had a birthday the other day, just turned 17. He said, yeah, in the morning I'm gonna check my dad. I'm gonna go check my dad, and I've already shouted him and let him know like man's gonna go and get some money from him on birthday. I said, yeah, you sure? He's ready for you tomorrow. He said, yeah, he knows, man. He knows my birthday. He knows it's my birthday. He knows he's got. I knew what was gonna happen. I spoke to you after. I said, dad, your birthday? Did you? It's a waste. Didn't get nothing, bro. Like, man, a guy in there, and on your birthday, you gotta go and look for your dad. And your dad, you gotta look for him, find out where he is. See, like, can I get a present?
That says it all. That says it all, bro.
You can't get a present. You can't get a present. Go back to where you came from. These men ain't in a position to do nothing. So I'm just like.
So I mentioned fathers, yeah, because it's not about single mum. Sometimes you can have a father that lives in the household that don't do what he's supposed to do as well, bro.
Yeah.
So that does exist.
Some friends have told me this, you know.
But
man are like, Rich, listen, you didn't have an old man that was active or as active as you needed to be, because I did see my dad here and there.
I heard that.
But man were like, man had the one in the house that man didn't get nothing from as well. So I was like, serious? I'm thinking bro. if he's in there, you lot are blessed. And they're like, nah, not necessarily. And I'm like, rah, okay, I'm learning.
When you hear the stories, it's nuts.
Some of the stories that I've been hearing from people.
Bro. So let's boom, brother. So what's happening with Roach now? What's going on in the next 5 years for Roach? What are you doing? Making more music? Are you gonna continue down your youth work?
Yeah, man.
We didn't talk about that much, did we?
Nah, I don't think we did.
Damn, an hour 20 minutes. You didn't talk about your youth work once.
No, I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna. I feel like I haven't been doing too much music over the last 5 years. You could probably hear me like twice a year. Might have done something with So Large. On Awful, might have done a little radio set, or you know, but you're not really hearing me.
You got a lot of sets online though.
Yeah, I got
a lot
of
sets. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you're not really hearing me. And
sorry, I must say you always hold the levels on all your sets as well.
Thank you, bro.
100%.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I do try, man.
You do. You do.
Try. It's not easy.
You're definitely not below par. You're definitely
you,
matching the levels whoever's on the mic.
Love, cuzzy, man.
100%.
Yeah, man. No, and I'll
keep
trying.
Bro.
Yeah, I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying to hang in there.
You're bad.
But everything is from the Most High, you know. But yeah, I think over the next 5, man, we'll try and do some more music. I'd like to, you know, because I'm very passionate about it.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I'm passionate about seeing the progress and development of young people, also passionate about it's expressing what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, what we're going through. And music is the platform for me to do that. So would definitely like to stamp on some more stuff and have more fun with it. And I've been doing some small bits recently. Like I said, we've got a tape, me, So Large, and Footer got a tape coming out.
Okay, big up. I look forward to that. What's good? Or you
we don't have a name yet, you know,
cool,
but
cool.
cold tracks though. So we've been going hard.
When's the release roughly? Next year?
Nah, we have to get out this year because it's been done for a little while now. So let's say in the next couple months, we should be getting that ready to promo and just.
That sounds hard still.
Yeah, it's hard.
Footer and Soldier.
So Large, yeah. Soldier, yeah, that's that. He came from Soldier, yeah, and he's a soldier, but yeah. Big up Soldier.
Big up. Big up.
Yeah, and I think you said, so 5 years. I'd like to, in 5 years' time, I'd like to have some kind of music academy, you know, where we're doing some music stuff. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, we're going to start doing some music with young people. We've been doing that in different ways. I'm kind of just putting together my own little program at the moment. But Ruff Squad have been doing a lot of stuff with young people musically, and I've been tapping in with them here and there.
Yeah.
But I'm about to set up something now where it's just me, Roachee, and it's, you know, kind of more lyric based workshops. But yeah, we're building something, man. So, you know, in 5 years I'd love to have my own spot where young people are coming to, and we're just building the next set of young creatives. You know, we're getting them ready to go out into the world and create and, you know, make good music, and, you know, young poets, and, you know, because I like lyrics. I really like.
I love lyrics.
I used to listen to a lot of like Mobb Deep and Nas, and them man are proper lyricists. You know, they're not just saying anything. So we're gonna try and get the next generation of youngsters who we know don't really care about lyrics as much as we did. If we listen to the drill artists, and that's no shade. I think lyrics are just said very differently today. You know,
they lost education on the music side scene as well, because the music's about connecting with emotion. If man's not connecting with emotion, it's kind of pointless.
Nah,
it's a pass through.
We wanna get the next gen writing and really expressing and using their voices through their music, and hearing from them. Because we're hearing from the younger generation now through drill, but we're it's not balanced enough. We're not hearing everything. We're just hearing like more of the negative. We're not really get to hear what's it like for you youngsters.
And the beats that it sets. You see like Rough Squad?
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. They had a song.
They got a lot of songs.
It had a sample.
Where we gonna be together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that already set the tone of what you can drop on it, kind of thing.
Right. You're saying the beats are dark in drill.
They're dark.
The atmosphere is just very dark.
Very dark. It's very dark. And if you know about the technology and the hertz and frequencies, some man know what they're doing, bro. It's out there purposely. Do you get what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Like,
nothing's by chance, man. We know we're under attack. You know, we're under attack.
Been under attack, man.
We're under attack.
Why is your name Roach?
So my name's Richard Roach.
Full name?
Yeah.
Okay, is that right? Roachee, that's like your name?
My name's Richard Abraham Roach, and some people call me Richard, some people call me Roachee.
Yeah.
Some people call me Ibrahim, because Abraham, you take away the two I's, you take away the two A's and you replace them with I's.
Yeah.
In Islam.
Yeah.
So it's Ibrahim.
And they come from the ham. Wait, what Ham? Noah's son.
You would know more better than me. I don't know. Was he?
Ham was Noah's son.
Okay.
The Abraham derived from the
Okay.
Mad. Continue, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why my name's Roachee.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's something to do with smoking or something like that. Weed.
I would assume that.
Yeah. A lot of people think it's something to do with that, which is like, to me, it's like rah, like as much as I used to like weed, like nah, man, I wouldn't like, call myself something after, like I was like, nah, man, that's my actual name. People been calling me that from school because my older cousin was called Roachee.
Okay.
He's named Chris Roach. Okay. He's the original Roachee. Yeah, so man wanted to run with it as well, and he allowed me to run with it, and I ran with it. Yeah.
Okay, big up. Is that your brand?
Yeah, man.
Roach Material.
Yeah, big up AJ from Ink House London.
You're playing with it though, innit? The Roach and Material, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see that now. Big up AJ because that's the designer. Yeah, my manager AJ from Ink House London. He's the man who behind the designs.
Big up.
Yeah, and he's the reason why I even still make music today. You know, because I kind of about 5 years ago, I think I stopped. I could never ever say, you see me, because I love music and I love spitting. I could never actually say I've hanged up the mic, and I could never actually hang it up. But them times there, I was so inactive, it's almost like I stopped. A man like AJ from Ink House brought me back to life. So we've been touching in and out since then. You know, done a few little bits, but yeah, we're not stopping right now, man. The fire's still burning, so why should we stop?
Brother, your journey has been incredible, bro. From the get go to where you are today, and I actually look forward to seeing the next 5. I look forward to hearing the music you're gonna make, because the way your mindset is today, I gravitate towards it.
Right.
Because you're speaking my frequency, bro.
Right.
Like 100%. So if you drop music like that, you know what I mean? I'm there.
Safe, man.
I'm there, bro.
It's nice to know we're gonna have some listeners, you know, because we know that people just want to hear the fuckery.
Brother, I've been on this conscious music for years. years.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
So I look forward to hearing more conscious music, especially from someone like yourself that's developed, and where you come from, the transition to what you're saying today. That's why I had to highlight the Back to Africa freestyle.
Yeah, man.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Dude?
man.
That's a big deal.
Come on.
Thank you, Mr. Roach.
Nah, it's been a
for
pleasure sitting down
coming
here, man.
down and edutaining the fans about your life and
Come on.
your journey.
Yeah.
I wish you well, and looking forward to having you back for part 2 in the distant future.
Yeah, man.
And see what other milestones you accomplished, because you got a bag of milestones already. Cause we didn't even talk about them. You know why? I didn't want to talk about them because I think you've heard them a million times already through interviews and stuff.
Yeah, no,
you get me, cuz?
you know what it is? Like you say, iron sharpens iron, and I see you as well, my brother. So
Love.
I appreciate sitting down, chopping it up with you. It's been a good convo. You know what I mean? Your energy's high. I can tell that you're a real one as well.
Salute.
So yeah, man, I look forward to coming back for part 2 and chopping it up, man, and seeing, because there's a lot more to talk about, if I'm honest.
100%.
We only just scraped the surface today.
Literally.
You get me? So it's our introduction.
I got a last question for you though. A black man.
You're gonna.
A black man born and grew up in Japan. Does that make him Japanese?
No.
Powers.